It is a Thursday, and it is May the 10th, 2018. The time is 2:08 p.m. I'm here at the Town Hall for the town of Atlantic Beach, Horry County, South Carolina, here to make the same request I've made for public records, same request I've made for the last 8 days, and those records are the change in occupancy of Cooper's Restaurant to a religious institution, the application for and granting of a building permit to have the roof torn off, the shingles and new shingles put on, and the information on the contractor who did that work, whether the contractor was licensed in the state of South Carolina and whether the contractor had a town business license. I fully expect that I'll be refused again today. Just in case there are any questions, I do have my Public Officials Guide to Compliance with the South Carolina Freedom of Information Act, and I also have my court order. Hi, how are you?
Hey there, how are you?
This is being recorded. I'll try not to include you. It's for court.
Jackie, this is Carroll. I want to know if you're available tomorrow around 6:30. Okay. Well, okay. Okay, we'll see you at 6:30. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Now, you need to talk about Miss Rebecca.
Uh-huh.
You step back here.
Huh?
You step back here.
Okay.
Mr. Curry, somebody be with you shortly. Okay?
Thank you, officer. Well, at least I'm not invisible today. My presence was acknowledged. And just for the record, besides having my Public Officials Guide to Compliance with the South Carolina Freedom of Information Act, copy that I actually had the governor sign for me in his office last May, on May the 31st, matter of fact. And I've also got the court order involving myself and the town of Atlantic Beach as to how they're to comply with Foia requests. And I also brought today the affidavit of service signed by Horry County Deputy Sheriff Bobby Strickland. He states in the affidavit that he hand-delivered a copy of the court's order to Benjamin Quattlebaum Jr., the town manager, and he did that on the 2nd day of May 2017, and he notes the time of service as 10:25. So there's no doubt the town is familiar with this.
How you doing, Mr. Parker?
Hi, how are you, Chief?
I'm doing fine.
Is it Chief or Acting Chief?
I'm the chief.
Okay, I didn't know. There was
Yes, sir.
supposed to be an announcement at the last meeting about the candidate search, and I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I'm here to make the same request I've made every day so far. I have my court order with me, and that is to see the change in occupancy documents from Cooper's Restaurant to a religious institution, information related to the application for granting of a building permit to have a roof tear off and new roofing put on, and the contractor who did the work, whether they're licensed with the state, and whether they have a town business license. Oh, and also I wanted to see the property tax receipts that the towns received from that property.
Okay. Once you put in a FOIA request, we'll give you the information you asked for.
Okay, I put in this request for the last 8 business days, starting Monday of last week.
Yeah, it got to be a FOIA request, a paper copy FOIA request.
Okay, and you probably heard this from me before, but I need to repeat it for the camera.
Yes, sir.
I have a court order that says I'm not required to do that.
Okay. Well, appreciate it.
Have a good afternoon.
Have a great day. Mr. Paul, next time you come in, please don't stop somebody. I watched one of your videos. You stopped one of the guys from coming in to do some business with in the town, and you told them, hold up till you do your recording. We're not interfering with your recording, but interfere with any day-to-day operations.
I understand that, but I'm in a delicate position here. I don't want to have someone on camera that doesn't want to be there.
Yes, sir.
And so, just as the young lady that was sitting over here, I warned them that the video camera is on. And so, I thought it would be better to give the person a chance. If they can wait 5 minutes, I come in, the town refuses, and you know me, I go on my way.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have a problem. If somebody come in, if you don't mind asking, if you don't mind to let them go ahead and have their business And I mean, I'm not gonna stop you doing whatever you feel like you need to do. Then let us take care of the business first.
All right, so you don't want me then to ask them if they wouldn't mind delaying a few minutes in order to avoid being on the video camera?
Yes, sir. If you don't mind interfering with them while they coming in town, because some people have other places to go, so they come in. I know you doing what you doing, but they might come in to take care of some business. They might have to go somewhere else, and that might be just holding them up.
I understand, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying not to involve anybody else who doesn't want to be involved.
I understand.
Okay.
You have a great day.
You too, sir. All right, not surprising that the town still insists that a request has to be in writing, and that is despite a court order. I'm just going to walk over here and use this, I don't know what you call it, ledge that the town's name is on. And I wanted to clear up a couple of issues I've been asked about. One is, why do I pick on the town of Atlantic Beach? And the answer is, I don't just pick on the town of Atlantic Beach. I have a copy of the court's order here. The case number is 2005 CP 26-1091. You don't need a secret decoder ring. I'm going to decode that information for you. The case number 2005, that's the year that this case was filed. So it's been going on 13 years now. The CP stands for Common Pleas. In South Carolina, circuit courts divided into two divisions. One is Common Pleas. Many states would call that civil. And the other division is General Sessions. Many states would call that criminal. The 26 refers to the county. Horry County alphabetically is 26th, and the 1091 is the sequential case number. And the reason for all that information is I have two other cases in which I was involved. And this one is 2005 CP 26-1091, 1090. It's one digit before the Atlantic Beach case. This one involves North Myrtle Beach. And it is also a Foia suit that I filed, and I also received an order, permanent injunction declaratory judgment. The town admitted that they had violated the Foia, and I got the signature of Judge Thomas Cooper. And I have another case. And this one is 2005 CP 26-1092. So this would be sequentially the one after the Atlantic Beach case. This also is a Foia, and this involved Horry County, specifically the Horry County Police Department, and the 15th Judicial Circuit Solicitor. That office covers both Horry County and Georgetown. And both those offices had refused to provide me records. The records requested were an investigation that was initiated by the town of Atlantic Beach against me, accusing me of harassment by making public records requests. When that investigation went nowhere, and there was found in the police report closing it out that there was no violations of law, I then turned around and asked the solicitor's office, who apparently had requested the investigation, and the county police department, which had conducted the investigation, for the case file. And both offices refused. I filed suit, and again, the order states that the solicitor's office and the county police department both agree that they violated the law, and they're both under a declaratory judgment declaring they violated the law, and a permanent injunction stating that they're not to do it again. The other reason for mentioning the case against Horry County and the 15th Judicial Circuit is I suspect about this time the town of Atlantic Beach was probably trying to cook up a criminal prosecution against me, and is probably trying to involve the county police department and the solicitor's office. So I just want it on the record that this has been tried before, and it didn't go anywhere. Ending recording.